everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bengals going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Today, two AFC teams set to do battle as we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. First carry for Giovanni Bernard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run again with Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there. Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
In motion right here, Boyd. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. 380. Eifert, the man in motion. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
I know there's been plenty of discussion about the return of Andy Dalton. Remember, he didn't finish last year because of a thumb injury, but he's back and in great form. But A.J. Green, sensational on Sunday. Big-time numbers. He did a lot of it against Darrelle Revis.
He did indeed, big-time numbers. He was targeted 13 times, 12 catches, 180 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Eifert, the man in motion. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Caught Eifert over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
Green with a catch left side. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Carlos Dansby is a versatile linebacker, comfortable at either outside or inside, and always a respected team leader.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Let's go. Watching now, Barney.
Now Simeon. And he's got Hireman. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watching now, Barney. Here we go now.
Simeon. And this is incomplete. Charles, across the board this past Sunday, just looking league-wide, passing really reigned supreme. You had 8 receivers over 100 yards. Only 1 tailback, though, hit the century mark.
And you know I've been touting the running back renaissance for a while, right? You get tired of me talking about that at lunch. Like, okay, enough. And guess what? The passers and the catchers are still ruling the NFL. 8 wide receivers and 1 running back hit the century mark as receivers. And that was on Sunday. Spencer Ware doing that for Kansas City as the running back. Lamar Miller, the only tailback on the ground, going over 100 yards. So my running back renaissance may have to wait a little while. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll look to throw, and he rifles one incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Hurry up, here we go.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. 6 yards to go here on second down. Now Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it third down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Denver right after this.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Back there. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Simeon. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Geno Atkins able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Gun. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Switching gears here for a second partner, a lot of nail-biters on Sunday around the league. In fact, a lot of the road teams were able to come out victorious.
So much for protecting home field advantage, which every team preaches about. Win all your home games. That gives you a great chance to get to the playoffs. Think about it this way. Oakland over New Orleans, one of the better games of Sunday. How about Cincinnati going to the Jets and winning? That's a big win for the Bengals. The Giants at Dallas. Detroit and Indianapolis. A lot of people are picking Indy to win the AFC South. And one of the trendier picks to make the playoffs, Jacksonville, they gave it a valiant effort, but Green Bay came in and beat them. And just think how close we were to getting some others. Carolina at Denver, Miami at Seattle, and San Diego, maybe the biggest surprise of the day, how well they played against Kansas City.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll drop the throw. They set up the screen to Booker. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. He'll let this thing go for... And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Green with a catch left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Passing, it's Dalton, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. The final act of the 1st half. Dalton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Ooh, with a juke. Stays on his feet. Sheds a 2nd man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go now.
Now Simeon. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly. Worked his way inside and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Anderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going. I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. And complete into the hands of Fowler. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Denver. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run. Yeah, he's got some space. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time. But now you get to sit up here with me. Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one. No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no? Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum. See what they have up their sleeve. Dalton throwing on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense. Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they? No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there. Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too. Looking back to week 1 for a second, partner, a lot of intriguing football. A couple of games that really caught our attention. The Seahawks needing a late touchdown to beat the Dolphins. How about the Chiefs coming back from down 24-3 to beat the Chargers? 2 terrific games, and you don't forget Oakland and New Orleans. Not even getting to overtime because of Jack Del Rio's gutsy 2-point conversion call in regulation to seal the victory for the Raiders. And I love what the Lions did. Big lead, let it get away against Indianapolis, and then came back and beat them late. Yeah, 39-35, that was a shootout. And Eifert has it. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. And quickly they get to the line. Second down, Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard. Watch it now, Marty.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Now Bernard fighting through. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Dalton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Back out Nugent now after the field goal as he'll send it away. So the Broncos coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now, check. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
Now Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Green 39. Green 39.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Watch it now, Marty.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll be a pickup of just 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Marty. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. And out now, here come the Bengals. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Again, here's Bernard. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now a toss play to Bernard. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Kevin Huber now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
Detroit! No. Check, Patriot!
They'll look to throw. And hauled in here by Jordan Norwood. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one.